Give me a moment. Get yourselves comfortable. Put your phones on vibrate. You're definitely going to want to put your phones on vibrate so that you could receive this fully. One moment. Let yourself be expressed in your breathing. So as you prepare yourselves, let yourself be expressed in your breathing so that it could begin to open up certain channels inside yourself that will assist with this experience and your receptivity of it so that we can bring you to other dimensional levels. For your breathing is quite literally the gateway to your soul in higher dimensions. Let yourself be expressed in your breathing. Good. And keep doing that. Keep practicing that so that as you oxygenate yourself, you start to open yourself up. We are waiting until we feel the collective view at a certain resonance so that we may proceed. So keep letting yourself be expressed in your breathing. So even though it might look like we're all in different rooms at different places on the planet, I want you to know and imagine that we're all here together doing a collective experience. And so through the united intention of being expressed in your breathing, it creates a certain kind of field that allows us to all dance together. So let yourself be expressed in your breathing and know and sense that we are all here together right now in this moment on a higher dimensional level. So that as you breathe, you will begin to feel certain things opening up before we even really begin. Let yourself be expressed in your breathing. Anywhere where you might be holding back, the idea is not to force your breathing. The idea is still to let your breathing be natural. It doesn't require any particular breathing technique, but let your naturalness of your breathing be full and expressed in however your breathing wants to express itself. There we go. Now I feel you guys coming into that resonance, feeling it getting stronger, so that as you breathe and you continue to breathe in this way and in this resonance, we want you to simply go ahead and keep allowing your breath to fuel you, to nourish you and ignite you into different states of being and consciousness, almost as if you can feel yourself getting drifted away, beginning to drift away in a certain kind of way, where as you begin to float off, you can still remain present and aware with where you are and where you are going as we guide you onto our ship, onto our extra dimensional level, so that you can have an experience to unlock and awaken more of your gifts, more of your extrasensory perceptions. Now, as you continue to breathe, all we want you to do is to keep breathing in this way, stronger and stronger, while keeping it natural as we continue so that you can receive in the highest way possible without interruption, allowing yourself to receive the essence and source of all that is. Receiving, 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 so that as you do so, and you continue to breathe, you could begin to feel yourself elevate in a certain kind of way, as if you can feel yourself getting lighter and lighter. So that in a moment, as we begin to count upwards from 1 to 10, we want you to use each number to breathe your way through up and higher into the higher dimensions of yourself, as if you were expanding your consciousness into greater lightness with every breath, allowing yourself to become lighter and lighter with every count that we count up from 1, higher and higher, 2, allowing yourself to feel lighter and lighter as you begin to take off in a certain kind of way that allows you to feel lighter in your consciousness and expand through states of being that allow certain veils in your consciousness to dissolve. 3, simply feeling the bliss that could begin to enter your experience as you allow yourself to go lighter and lighter. 4, perhaps noticing that you can still be aware of the space and world around you, and even more so of the extra dimensions that are always present as you allow yourself to lighten up more and more. 5, feeling more alive as you allow the divine to intertwine through and throughout your consciousness. 6, higher and higher, perhaps feeling streams, in-streamings of light, pulling you higher and higher and expanding your state further and further. 7, self-realized heaven. 8, allowing yourself to be filled up with this light, filled up with this breath, remembering to keep up with the breathing. Allow yourself to be expressed in your breathing so that you can, in a sense, break through to a new level of yourself that is accessed through the breath, as the breath moves through your chakra points, up and down your midline, up towards your crown in its own unique way without you having to control or do anything. 9, allowing yourself to rise even higher now, allowing your breathing to expand even more expressed as you break through new levels of yourself, feeling certain veils being lifted in your consciousness, or simply feeling yourself going into lighter and lighter states of being. And 10, higher and higher, full of light, full of love, full of clarity, as we take this moment to gift you with the words which you can use as a spell or incantation of sorts, whereas the words are clear all. And so saying to yourself in your consciousness as you breathe the words clear all, so that as you recite these words inside yourself with your breath, with your intention, with your energy, it begins to clear all in your consciousness in a multitude of ways, clearing all that no longer needs to be there, clearing all by giving you clarity in your being, in your consciousness, and clearing all by bringing you into a state of being that is relevant and resonant for this moment in your time reality. Clear all. And so just taking a moment to sit with and meditate with those words, clear all. It is not important that you continue to repeat these words. What is important is that you just allow the vibration of those words to spin and move through you as you feel the clear all happening within you now. Clear all. Stronger and stronger, letting your breath be expressed. Clear all. More and more. Feeling the shifts, feeling the changes, feeling the tingles and the chills, letting you know that you are aligning with more of your higher self, more of your oversoul, more of your multidimensional potential. Clear all. We command it, and so it is. As you clear all that is no longer necessary for you in your consciousness, liberating you and freeing you in new ways that allow you a multitude of connections that were heretofore invisible and veiled to you, so that as we continue to play, you can allow yourself to expand into the light and feel yourself as the light as you clear all. Now, what we want you to do is, in your mind's eye, we want you to imagine a particular star system. It doesn't matter what this star system is, whatever one you are drawn to, whatever one you feel most attraction to in this moment, whether it is the Lyran star system, the Pleiades, the Sirius star system, the Arcturus, the Mars star system, or whatever one your imagination shows you. Allow yourself in your mind's eye to imagine a star system, whatever star system you feel most called and connected to, as if you were looking at a particular star in that system, and notice it shining bright. Notice it shining bright as if you were looking at the star with awe and wonder. Notice it in this night sky as you are looking at this star with awe and wonder. Clear all, so that as you look at this star, you find yourself fixating on it in a certain kind of way that allows you to open up and wonder what might come as you observe this experience. Observing this star system, wondering about it, placing your interest in it, your inspiration and your excitement, wondering about this star system that you are focusing on right now in your mind's eye and imagination. And so that as you do so, through your breath and with your heart's voice, we want you to go ahead and ask that star, with your feeling of connection to that star, to ask for more connection now. Saying, I am ready to connect with more of the star beings, more of the beings from that civilization, so that you may connect with the beings from that civilization. So that as you do this, you might feel certain presences, certain beings approach your reality within your consciousness as if they were circling around you and entering in your experience, entering into your dimensional experience through your breath, letting them know, I am ready to connect with these star beings, playfully making this request of I am ready to connect to these star beings, so that you can connect to the serious nature, the reality of these beings as you begin to allow these beings to enter your experience now. And if you've not felt so already, if you've not done so already, you'll notice now that a certain being or team of beings can begin to enter your experience in a way that might be unexpected. You might first start to see their eyes. You might notice how they're closer than you think. And you might even need to zoom out slightly so that you could perceive them fully on the dimension that they are presenting themselves to you as you expand and stretch your consciousness and its multidimensional nature to perceive them. There we go. Now we feel you clicking in more powerfully now. And just notice and observe these star beings that present themselves to you. Notice their stature through your imagination, so that the more you observe them, the more clear they become to you. And the more clear they become to you, the more you will notice that they have a certain nature to them, a certain personality that is uncontrollable by you, letting you know that what you are making contact with is a life force. And so letting these star beings make themselves known as you just for this moment take time to connect and observe them, allowing yourself to zoom out as necessary so that you can perceive them in just the right way, almost like fixing the antenna on your TV, allowing yourself to zoom out so that you could perceive them correctly and notice their nature. Notice their kindness. Notice their loving energy, so that you begin to connect with them empathically with your heart, so that as you feel them, they become even more clear to you now, allowing you to resonate with their frequency, with their unique energy signature, and allowing you to connect with them more telepathically. Telepathically. Through your empathy, through your heart, you connect and resonate with their frequency so that you could communicate with them telepathically. And so in this moment, we are just resonating and stabilizing this connection. We want you to just continue to observe and connect to them playfully with your heart before necessarily going ahead and doing anything or asking anything. Unless you feel you are there, that is okay as well. However, we are stabilizing all of your frequencies and holding a unique frequency to make this easier for you through us as we emanate. There you go. Taking a moment again to be expressed in your breathing, for we are stretching your mind and your consciousness. And so it is important to breathe as you stretch. Allow yourself to be expressed in your breathing. There you go. Feel the elevation and the upliftment. And as you connect with these star beings, what I want you to do is to go ahead, whether there are one or many, is to ask them to show you something that is relevant for you and allow them to lead you into an experience. Ask them to show you something that is relevant for you so that they can shift your consciousness in a certain kind of way that will allow you to come to a sort of playing field where you can operate and communicate with them more effortlessly and more easily. And so allow them to shift your consciousness as you ask them to show you something with your heart's voice, and just allow the shifting to occur. You're doing perfectly. Remember to be expressed in your breathing. This is important. Be expressed in your breathing, so that as they shift your consciousness to this new dimensional frequency, as you begin to stabilize, we want to give you some practices so that you could practice communicating with them more easily as you learn to communicate with your heart's voice. So the first thing we want you to ask them, as you feel their presence, regardless of how clear you see them visually, some of you, we can see, are seeing them crystal clear and are recognizing the reality of their presence. Some of you may simply feel their presence palpably, letting you know that they are there as you allow that feeling to make its way into your imagination, into your third eye, allowing them to become more clear at the rate and speed that is right for you. But as a practice, as an exercise, as you continue to allow yourself to be expressed in your breathing, we want you to go ahead and ask them with your heart's voice and listening through your consciousness to ask them, what are you doing here in this moment? What are you doing here? And allow yourself to receive a response. What are you doing here? They might tell you that we are here helping you. We are here receiving from you, assisting you, dancing with you. We are here showing you things. We are here to connect you to more of your multidimensional nature. We are here to be with you and recognize that we are you and you are us. We are one. Allow yourself to connect in this way. Feel the chills. Feel the thrills. Feel the elevation. Receiving what you receive. And then ask them now, how can I connect and communicate with you more often, even while in my waking state. One moment. Firstly, asking them, how can I connect with you and communicate you with more often? Period. We're going to leave out the waking state just for now, but asking them how you could connect and communicate with them more often in this moment. And let them show you certain vibrations, certain frequencies that will allow you to communicate with them more easily as they show you the vibrational ways in which to communicate with them. In other words, showing you what energies you have to pump out in order to connect with them in their star system anytime you wish. There you go. Remembering to be expressed in your breathing as they show you different vibrations, different frequencies that you can use to connect with them anytime you wish, recognizing that it's all a vibrational game as you learn to play this vibrational piano that will give you access to them more easily as you remember to be expressed in your breathing so that you can pump out those frequencies that allow you to connect and communicate with them more easily. And now, for the third question, we want you to ask them, now that you have learned their vibrational language and how to communicate with them, we want you to go ahead and ask them to show you something that you need to see that is relevant to your life, to your inspirations, to your excitements, that will light you up and lead you to a reality that is more resonant and relevant and indicative of your highest timeline. And so asking them to show you something that you need to see that is representative of a new level of your highest inspiration and excitement, as if you were allowing a new reality bubble to open up in your consciousness that could be focused on and through, that will not only open up new inspirations and dreams, but this reality is indicative and representative of a reality that is more in harmony, more in orchestration with their reality, with their connections, so that you can have these connections more easily. And so we will give you just a moment to do this, to ask them to show you what you need to see, so that you can see the expressions and inspirations and dreams that are ready now to come more online, representative of a third reality of sorts that will allow you more access to these beings, if you wish, and to these higher inspirations, these galactic inspirations that can, of course, be used on your earth plane. And the idea is that by taking action on these expressions, by these inspirations, on these excitements, it will allow you to integrate this reality into what you might call your waking experience, your physical reality experience, and allow for that connection that you asked for with us and our civilization, to communicate with us more easily by taking action on these inspirations, trusting that these inspirations are unique codes of frequencies that will allow for higher dimensional access. This is our gift to you from us, to say thank you for being you and for being us and for remembering us and for allowing us all to be one and for allowing more harmony amongst all that is, so we can dance together in this harmonious dance, in this galactic dance, as you remember more of your homo galactus nature, that which you truly are, your greater being. For you are so much more than your human soul, your human incarnation. You are a greater being that goes far beyond your wildest imagination. And as you begin to remember and feel and remember more of that now, you can allow yourself to receive more of your greater being, more of your multi-dimensional nature, as you allow these inspirations and these excitements to flood the expression of your being and consciousness, awakening you to these higher dimensional access points within your consciousness so that you could experience more flow, grace, ease, magic, synchronicity that will align you with your higher destiny, and alchemy points that will awaken you to more of the greater being that you truly are and always have been beyond this human experience. Allow yourself to receive now as you allow yourself to be expressed in your breathing now. Allow yourself to receive now. As we reveal to you different access points in your consciousness, different inspirations and expressions of yourself to act upon, to embody, to become, so that these connections become easy and effortless for you. And anytime you wish to contact us or any other civilization or any one of your star systems, all you have to do is practice these frequencies that we have taught you, the vibrations, through acting on these inspirations and playing that vibrational piano of the vibrations that we've showed you. And you will find it get easier and easier to access us anytime you wish. As long as you continue to let yourself be expressed in your breathing, this will assist you in reaching these new harmonies so that you can do this anytime you wish, now. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. We ask and command the universe to assist and support you in whatever way is necessary in your highest good and highest alignment and highest joy and highest laughter, so that you can experience these frequencies now in the most harmonic, expansive, and amplifying way possible. This is the art of living magic, which we are so deeply passionate about. Living magic is the experience of nature, the experience of the universe's nature in living, brilliant, intelligent form through you. Living magic is the experience of nature, of the universe that you live in, the experience of the brilliance, the intelligence of all that is through you, so that you could experience more of your multi-dimensional nature and awaken and arise and ascend into more of who you are, your gifts, your experience of life, your magic, your grace, your surrender, your freedom, your passion, your play, all of who you are. You are living magic. Each of you are living, breathing magic. And so allow yourselves to ascend in this way as we attune you and you learn new inspirations, new expressions, new joys, allowing yourself to shed tears if you feel yourself called to release, allowing yourself to laugh into joy, and allowing yourself to be expressed in your breathing. And in a moment, we will continue to awaken you through your consciousness, through your experience, leading you into an open-eyed state of wakefulness from a new dimensional level where things may look similar, but you will notice that your reality, your dimension has a different texture that it will take on as your sign and signal that you are here now on this quote unquote new level of being and existence. As we begin to wake you up and arise you from the count from 1 to 10. And on the count of 10, and only on the count of 10, one moment, we will use the count of 11. On the count of 11, your eyes will open, wide awake, no longer entranced, allowing yourself to ascend through this experience, through the art of living magic, through the portals of living magic, so that when your eyes open, you will simply notice and feel the textures of your experience different and shifted, letting you know that you are here. And it will be your choice, your opportunity to go ahead and continue to play with these vibrations, to communicate with us as you wish, as you continue throughout your day and your experience. And we will show you, as you play those frequencies on your vibrational piano, the synchronicities that will serve your expansion in this way. As we go ahead and count up now from 1, 2, arising, 3, elevating through your experience, 4, 5, arising even more so as you are expressed in your breathing, 6, 7, elevating lighter and lighter, more and more, 7, 8, even higher, feeling the infinity move through you, 9, the divine, 10, ready to do it all over again as you get ready to arise on the next count of 11. Eyes open, wide awake, wide awake, allowing yourself to stretch so that as you stretch and allow yourself to be expressed in your breathing, as you stretch, you are integrating these energies, allowing them to move through you and allowing yourself to notice the different textures present in your experience now. Perhaps noticing that although things might look similar, the texture that you are feeling is indicative of the shift that you have created and allowed for into this higher dimensional experience. Perhaps noticing that you can choose to play those vibrational notes in which we taught you to communicate with us on your own at any time you wish, even right now. You will notice and feel our communication that much more clearly with whichever star system you chose to connect to, using that as a springboard to connect to other dimensions, other star systems, other beings, other angels, as you call them, anytime that you wish. We thank you for being present with us in this experience and for gifting us the magic of yourselves and for allowing us to experience more of the magic of your nature and more of the magic of all that is. You are a magic and wonder to behold that allows us to expand through our own nature, through our own beingness, allowing us to embody and receive even more love. And so we thank you for this experience, for the gift that you have offered us, and we bid you our unconditional love and farewell. Thank you. Oh, 111. We've been on here for an hour and 11 minutes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 111 indeed. Oh, that was a lot. Oh, that was a lot of bliss. That's why I'm crying. it's tears of love. It's tears of joy, and it was just a lot. Wow. 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 That was powerful. I feel like I don't even need to ask how your experience was. I feel like I know it was powerful, but I would love to hear your experience. I'm going to stay on here a few moments longer, and then I'm going to go integrate and play. I think I have a session to give soon. I do have a session to give soon. Coincidentally, it's actually to a dude named Ra. What a day. What a life. What a moment. Oh, how you guys doing? Uh, wow. Yeah, that was a trip. I feel like I'm like still. Oh, thank you guys for just being and giving me a moment here. Like, oh, I don't know if I've ever experienced anything like that before. Wow. I connected with the Lyrans and they showed me through their eyes. Amazing. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna stay on here a few moments longer. Uh, I trust and I know that you guys, or I should say, I hope you guys, I trust you guys appreciated this experience and that it was as magical for you as it was for me, and that you got from it whatever you needed more than perhaps you thought you needed or knew you needed. Um, and just thank you. If you would love to show your support and love through spirit-led donations, I would love and appreciate it. Thank you. I'll leave a link in the descriptions later, or if you would love to do it through YouTube, that's awesome. Thank you. It's always super appreciated. It inspires me to continue to create in these ways and to just live through love and through service. So thank you. For those of you who want to support in those ways, and yeah, thank you. So I'll take a moment, see if there's any quick questions, and then I'm gonna jump off. Magical as fuck, yeah. Whew. Yeah, thank you for channeling this experience. Absolute bliss, so much love, completely unexpected and healing. Oh, amazing. Amazing. That makes me so happy. Make sure you guys also check out the website Living Magic, www.livingmagic.life. This is where all this happens. This is where you could continue to explore more of this and connect into more opportunities that are going to be showing themselves and revealing themselves to you. Living Magic is very much a spaceship of sorts, co-piloted by myself and Avea. So make sure you go on livingmagic.life. Amazing. And you will be able to go ahead and to return to this experience anytime you wish. This is going to be saved on my YouTube. And so if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you wish and hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. And if you could click like on this and if you could comment and you could share it, that's super helpful. That helps out not only just the algorithm, but that just helps out in life, that helps the vibration, that helps spread the love and the message. So thank you again so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to go vibe out and get ready for my session, which I could only imagine how that's going to go. But thank you. Thank you so much. For those of you who aren't connected with me on Instagram, my Instagram is at Lionism. And make sure you go ahead and follow Avea as well. She is my magical sidekick at avea.love. And I'm so excited to continue to play with you. We have a lot of magical things in store. This is just the beginning. All my love, guys. Peace.